So let's have a look here now. 12th house. So this is the house of the unconscious, everything that is behind the scenes in your unconscious. This can be related to behavioral patterns, programming, hidden motives and desires, or just anything hidden really that is in the background. It's like your operating system, and so that it rules everything in the unconscious. And it's also about soulmates. It's also about dreams. You kind of reaching for that. It's connection to the divine, to God, to source, to prime creator, whatever is right for you, and also pulling down imagination and inspiration via that conduit, but also activating it, because don't forget it rules the unconscious. So whatever you've got going on that perhaps is latent or hidden or that you can tap into, then the 12th house will be able to activate that for you. It's a very emotional place. It's also about, some sort of retreat or seclusion possibly is required. In that case, like a retreat as in a holiday or a yoga retreat, or it could just be a daily retreat like a meditation, or just time away to just recenter yourself or to connect or to do your artistic activities, whatever is appropriate. And it's also about your spiritual life, as I said, connecting to the divine. And it can also be about healing and mysticism. So now the healing is going to be activated at the moment simply because we have Jupiter moving through Pisces at the moment. And Jupiter is a very expansive planet. It brings in breakthroughs and luck and so on. And in the 12th house, this is ruled by Pisces. So there's a very transcendent quality and the healing can be activated. So I feel that will come in for you in some shape or form. It could also be that you may be involved in the healing industry, whether it's medical or some other profession that could be coming in. Service to others comes in with the 12th house as well. It can also be about coming to grips with certain aspects of yourself that are, like either escapist tendencies or addictions to things. Sometimes that can come in with this card. The escapism can also be just literally taking an escape, like a holiday. But sometimes when it goes over and becomes too much, then it slips into just not facing things, But it can also be about resolutions and endings, completing things, and resolving issues that have been either underlying in the unconscious or external issues. It can also be to do with, as I say, soulmate energy coming in, connecting with somebody who's very much, part of your plan, your life plan. And karma comes in, whether that's karmic lessons or karmic things that you and your person are working on, or just you are working on this time around. It can also be to do with visiting institutions of all kinds. Now, this could be a learning institution like a university, or it could be a government institution, or it could be a library, something that's, something that has a stature, and it could even be a hospital in some cases. So as I said, if you're a healing person or in the medical side, then that may be appropriate for you. I'm just highlighting all the aspects that can come in with the 12th house. Now we've got here void of course moon missing. So this is saying that while the moon is between signs, it goes through a bit of a shadow period where things may not be what they seem, and there's things moving around in the background. There's wheels turning in the background that you are not aware of. So it's a time actually to not be taking big actions during this period. Now this could unfold over a week, probably about a week. It might be for the entire month, but usually it's not that long a period, so just be aware of it. But this is a time generally to actually go inward and to just rest, recover, dream and plan. It's not a good time, and with Mercury retrograde anyway, so this may very well be the case for you. This is about thinking about or planning or dreaming about what it is that you're reaching for, and thinking about your next move and how you're going to go about it, and so on and so forth. And this is, so it's like a rest and recovery period. If you've been feeling very tired or you're recovering from something, this is the ideal time with this energy. It's not a good time to be asking for medical test results or trying to launch something, because you'll get no result or the wrong result, So it's a shadow period. It's a time for introspection. And that is the best energy that you can get from this. Don't put your energy into anything big or important or special at this time. Just continue your normal path, continue as you are, and take breaks and take advantage of the rest and recovery period here. It also says you've got Mart fairness here. So this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Normally she's around legal things, some sort of form of justice. So that could be an institution of some sort, like a government structure or something like that, or whatever the situation may be. But it can also be about negotiation or mediation in regard to the 12th house. It's saying that something will come out in the fairest and best possible way. So it will be handled in a fair and just manner, whatever is being tackled here in the 12th house. And so there's the scales of justice there. Things are in the balance. But the main thing with this card is, once you put your case forward, say what you need to say, do what you need to do, and then, leave it and detach from a specific outcome or driving towards an outcome, because you need to hand this over to the universe. Let Mart deal with it. Her vision and the universal vision of your particular situation will be much wider than your perception, and all things will be taken into account. And if you detach from a specific outcome and allow that energy to work through, then the very best outcome will come through. And as I said, this does go with the void of course moon missing, where there are things moving in the background that you are not aware of. Things are not what they seem. Okay, so take that into consideration. Once you've put your case forward, just let it go and carry on as you would normally, and allow this to turn and sort itself out. It is also saying here, the bottom of the Fairy Tarot was Four of Winter. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. So this goes very well with the 12th house and void of course moon energy. Just let the universe deal with the situation. Put it forward, your side, or whatever it is that you need to put on the table, and then allow it to work, and then just retreat and spend time. It's a lovely pine tree that she's lying in there. So spend time just resting, recovering, looking after your body, your health, all of those sorts of issues, and take advantage of this period, this period of void of course moon, to just rest, recover, dream and plan for some later time. Get things organized for yourself, do a bit of resource planning or whatever it is that you need to do, and then just allow these wheels or this situation to turn and sort itself out. You could also, as I say, be possibly wanting to do something which is artistic or creative related or musical related. You could either be in this profession, or you have something that you like to do, and doesn't have to be a professional interest or a professional hobby, but it could be just you tinkering away on an instrument, or spending time in a creative or an artistic pursuit. We are all born creative. Not all of us are artistic. So use your creativity at this time, whatever it may be, because what it does is it raises your energy. And there is a full moon behind her there. Now, the moon is in Capricorn. Full moon is in Capricorn on the 24th of June. So possibly something will manifest for you. But it's a very calming energy. She's enjoying herself. It's a very calm and serene place to be, and that's what you need to aim for. You need to slip into this area with this activity, whatever it may be. It could even be visiting places for music recitals, or going to galleries, or whatever the situation, if you're not physically doing it yourself. But what it will do is it will raise your vibration, and also just bring you into the present moment. Any craft or artistic or creative activity or musical activity, that's what it does. It really does help you to focus your attention on that thing, and then you slip into a meditative state, which is what you need to do now with this very strong 12th house energy here. Now we have got the 8th house. So 8th house does deal with endings and beginnings. This can be like a cycle change. So something ending and something beginning, like an old cycle falling away and a new cycle coming in. It could be the end of a chapter and a beginning of a new chapter. It could also be the regeneration or the renewal of something like a phoenix. Okay. It can also be sort of birthing something after something has fallen away. So the elements of this are sexuality, death, and this can be an ego death or the passing away of some aspect of your life that you don't need anymore. Sometimes it can be a physical death of someone, but it's usually a symbolic death, and then birth as well. So all of these themes come in with this, but it is also a finance house. This is normally big finance. So this can be related to assets, insurances, investments, banking, tax, and all forms of big finance. And in some cases, it can be legacies that you are creating or that you are benefiting from, or an inheritance. Sorry about the dogs barking. So it's a finance house, everything related to that. But it's usually quite big. And there may be aspects there, even property may be related, maybe coming in for you. It can also be with regards to the union of you and a partner, as in a love partner or a business partner. How is that going to come together? The nuts and bolts of how that relationship is going to be put together. So this is the emotional and the material resources. How are they going to fit together? So that may be relevant for you as well. But just take into account that it's quite a powerful house. You could also be dealing with other people's resources in this house, handling those. And it can also be the rising up of your psychic abilities or psychic side, or you may just be getting really strong impressions of certain things as well. Now we have got here Taurus I have. So this is a very good sign. This is a very it's a very good energy this coming in. It's going to bring stability and so on. So we'll get to that, but I just want to bring this in here. We've got 5 of autumn. It says here, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. So I do feel that this may actually be leaving you at some point, or you may be in the transition stage with this now. So what it is saying is that, especially as it's coming into your finance house here, whatever it's related to, it could very, very well be to do with this, where you perhaps need to restructure or change something or get rid of something or rearrange something in some way, or some aspect may be leaving your life now. You've now got to make another plan. You may just need assistance, as in guidance or perhaps expert opinion or some other kind of assistance at this time. You may have a career issue. Perhaps you're wondering if you shouldn't change career because you are concerned about monetary matters, or with this eclipse energy going on, and there is other energy, your purpose coming in here. You could be wondering whether if you change and start doing something which is more aligned with you, your purpose, or your particular path in life, something that you've longed to do, something that's close to your heart, something that you feel is really for you, is your life purpose, and something that's really close to your heart, then you may just be concerned about the monetary aspect of that. Can it work, and so on. So take steps to get guidance and assistance in that regard, and you may just have to wait a bit. As I said, with the void of course moon coming in, you may just have to wait a little bit. Assess a few things. With the Mercury retrograde energy, this is a very introspective energy. It's not a good time for launching. So this is about assessing things, going over things again, checking things, looking at everything with detail, and sort of very introspective. Things will slow down. So bring all that energy in, and just be aware that things are going to change, because you have got positive cards coming in here. So this is that introspective rearrangement, recalculating kind of an energy. I feel that is what this is related to. Okay, Aquarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful month. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.